Isn't this so cute? This is the outfit my mom was brought home from the hospital in. See that? December 8th, 1961. Little Chavez girl, they named her. Good morning. Hello. I want to make a video like this today. I never have before. Granted, today is a little bit more busy than normal. Hi, my name is Britt. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're brand new here, then hello, and I'm super excited to have you here. I am a personal transformation coach. I have 2 sessions with clients today and a interview for my podcast, Sacred Sister Podcast. So I wanted to make a video today just sharing a day in the life of someone who considers themselves in the umbrella of a spiritual entrepreneur looks like. I'm a self-study intrapreneur, and what that means is inside of my business, it's all focused around the intrapersonal relationship, which psychologically is the relationship with the self. I help people and guide them to come to know the self more fully, and I'm super excited to just kind of take you on a little walk in my world. It's really a different type of video, more like a vlog. So if you kind of wonder what a spiritual entrepreneur is or what the life of a coach looks like, I invite you to stay tuned and make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already, and hit the sub, like, and bell button. That's all. Let's do it. Welcome, my Okay, so session is starting here in a few seconds. I've got my little notebook because I take notes every single time. Just like writing while I'm meeting with my clients is so helpful. And then one of the things that I do for my clients is provide a seasonal summary halfway through their package so that they can have a whole little summary of what we go through every session, what they're working through, like reflect on how far they've come. It's like, I just wrote one for one of my clients last night, and it's just like one of my favorite processes. I love it so much. Okay, I am gonna log on right now. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, so that session just got done. I have the podcast recording in just over an hour, so what I usually like to do is work out or do yoga as soon as I wake up as a way to get my day started. I'm actually kind of getting out of a lull right now where I wasn't prioritizing yoga as much for the last couple months, and it feels so good to change it up because I definitely acknowledge that it impacts my mental health and my overall well-being whenever I'm not prioritizing movement and whatnot in my body. So I'm going to set my camera up outside. I usually do yoga in my sunroom. So, okay, I live in Las Vegas, right? It's 113 out. I think I need more than this little clip. Oh, here's a rubber band. So usually I'll do a class on this website called Glow. The teacher that I'm certified with for yoga, Annie Carpenter, she has a lot of classes on glow.com. She's a very alignment-based yoga teacher, and she has an entire method of yoga called the Smart Flow method, which is what I'm certified in. I never talk about how I'm a yoga instructor on this channel, probably because I haven't been teaching yoga asana for a while, because Svadhyaya, which is one of the limbs of yoga, self-study, has taken over my life, and I do consider myself a yoga practitioner daily. It's just not yoga asana, which is the physical postures. It's the subtle realms of yoga. So I'm gonna set up and get some movement in right now, and then we are meeting with Jacqueline Costello today for Sacred Sister Podcast. She's actually mine and Hannah, my co-hosts, marriage or relationship counselor. So we really, really want to normalize and share so many of the benefits of having a relationship counselor, the transformative effects that it's had in mine and Hannah's marriages, and just talk about like having really healthy, long-lasting relationships, because there's so much happening, so much movement happening in like the conscious communities and the spiritual communities, and there are so many people that are either wondering how to call in a partner when they're having so many massive shifts and awakenings, or how to sustain their relationship. A lot of people are growing at different rates, of course, because it's only natural to be growing at different rates and to be growing in different ways than our partners. And we're going to be opening up dialogue on that. So if you haven't already checked out Sacred Sister Podcast, it's on Apple and Spotify. It's growing so much. We just passed, I think, 12,500 downloads. The tagline for Sacred Sister Podcast is normalize the magic and sacralize the mundane of everyday life. So that's what we do every single episode. Side note, I'm really trying to weave together so many of my different pieces of life, because I'm an online course creator, I'm a personal transformation coach, I'm a podcast host. There are just so many different things that I do, and I feel like I keep it so separate with my blog and my YouTube channel and all my other facets of like content creation, and I'm really trying to bring those together. I have a lot of really strong Gemini aspects in my astrology chart. Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter all in Gemini, all in the 11th house. So having this outward communication in a lot of different facets is totally my realm, and I have those different facets of communication with people, but all in different outlets online. So I'm trying to weave those together, and you know, it's a challenge for me, but I'm up for the challenge. Okay, yoga time. We just got done with the episode of Sacred Sister Podcast. It was so beautiful, probably about a 90-minute interview. It never ceases to amaze me just how deep we go and how expansive the conversations are. If you do want to learn more about Sacred Sister Podcast, you can look us up on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're on all major podcast streaming apps. You can follow our Instagram at Sacred Sister Podcast as well. We share lots of audio bites from the interviews and little quote memes chock full of wisdom from our guests. I have another coaching session now at 2 p.m. so I'm gonna go and eat. So let's figure out what's for lunch. After this next coaching session, I have a bit more free time to edit a YouTube video that I'm working on. I'm actually working on 3 YouTube videos, including this one of our recent camping trip. I'm doing like a 30-day I'm learning guitar video. And then this one, so I'll have lunch, I'll do my coaching call, answer a few emails, make yummy dinner, and kind of turn work mode off for the day. So let's go have lunch. I have some pre-made lettuce wraps. So I think I'm just gonna make a little bowl. I love making these lettuce wrap bowls. So I just do some jasmine rice and my lettuce wraps, chopped romaine. So I'll just warm this up and I'll talk to you in a minute. Look at these cute bowls. I made Curtis and I both these little ceramic bowls from this little painting place called Color Me Mine out here in Las Vegas. So this is what the lettuce wrap bowl looks like afterwards. Just put some avocado, romaine lettuce, jasmine rice with green onions, and my little mixture here. There we go. This lighting is much better. I just found out about these sodas called Live Soda, and I went without drinking soda for like freaking years. Like I haven't drank soda. I love it. It tastes so good, and probably because I'm not really used to having soda anymore. I've shown it to some people, and some people say it's good, and some people say it is not good at all. And recently I've been having like one a day because I just went so long without having soda that it's fun to have like fizzy stuff. Whenever I get into grooves, I usually make something a lot, and this is one of those things where we pretty much have it in our fridge all the time because it's really, really simple to pre-make, and then we have like 5 servings depending on how much we make that we can eat throughout the week. So it's really, really helpful whenever we know that we have like a busier week coming up. And we'll just do it like for lunch or dinner any given day. Like I think tonight for dinner we're gonna grill. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll see you after lunch and before this next client session. Okay, I can see that she just came into the room, and now, hello, hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Oh my gosh. Wow, that was the first time that a day has been like this. Last week was actually my first time that I had 2 clients in the same day, and I've been really tender about this sort of scheduling. I've been a coach for over a year now, but I'm really cautious with the way that I schedule things because I always want my energy to be really open and available and feeling fresh and energized and able to hold space. So I gave myself a lot of time to really feel into that, and today's the first day that I had 2 clients in a day and also a podcast interview. It's 3:20 p.m. right now. I'm feeling like I would like to recuperate, and I've spent a lot of time talking today, so I'm feeling very in need of some calm and relaxation. I don't think I'm going to begin editing this video just yet. I'm just going to go and probably put some PJs on. I have like a proper little outfit. That's another thing. Recently I've been like actually getting dressed for my days, and it makes the biggest difference energetically for me. So Taurus sun, I always love to, I really care about my appearance and my appearance. The style that I dress in is like very important to me, and it really helps me shift my energy. So I think I'm gonna go sit down with my video game. To be honest, I'm probably actually gonna start streaming on Twitch. I play Binding of Isaac a lot. And I've never really talked about that on social media, but it's this really, really fun like dungeon crawl kind of game. The illustrations are so cute. I'll like input some little illustrations of the characters here, but it's like very strategy based. I think I'm gonna go cuddle up to Curtis. He's having a pretty low energy day today too. And also my sleep was not that good last night. I think I wasn't able to fall asleep until after 2 a.m. I woke up at 7:30. So that's only 5.5 hours. So I didn't get very much sleep last night. And I think that's a big reason why I'm not feeling very hot right now too. So I'm gonna put PJs on. Let's relax now. The day's work is coming to an end. So now I'm just sitting down and sending off some interview questions. We have another recording with Jules Acree of the Omen the City blog next week. So her assistant asked that I send over some questions. So I'm sending this off right now, and then I'm responding to an email for a potential collaboration that might come up in 2021. So I'm gonna respond to that email. Then it'll probably be dinner time. It's 6:30 p.m. The sun is kind of gonna set soon. I'm out here grilling. There's something about having a grilled meal that is just so nostalgic. So I've got some potatoes and Brussels sprouts. I figured that if we are grilling anything, we might as well grill a bunch of stuff so that we have stuff left over for the coming days. Zucchini slices, bell peppers and onions, and Sprouts brand has these vegan griller, like burger patties, and they're so good. I love them. So I am gonna grill some of those, and I have literally just been hanging out in bed. Curtis and I both feel pretty underslept today, so we are taking it easy. I did not wind up editing any YouTube videos, and that's just the way that it goes sometimes. So I'm really always more open to listening to my body and putting in as much work as feels good to me for that day. And this is one of the many blessings that I'm able to lean into as a direct result of following what my life path has unfolded into thus far, with modeling being such a insane opportunity for me. The last 14 years I've been a model. I live here in Las Vegas, and yes, you will not see very many houses looking like this in Las Vegas. But we are once again very, very blessed. We manifested this house after looking for houses for about 4 months, I think. And we were actually the first people to take a look at this house. The homeowners had just lowered the rent, and we were the first people to see it after that. And we've been living here for 6 years next month. And it's actually the longest amount of time that I've ever lived in a house, because for those of you that don't know me, I grew up in 18 different houses all around Las Vegas, and a few houses in New Mexico as well. And yeah, my parents always just loved to move. I'm actually thinking about making a YouTube video where I drive around Las Vegas and show you the 18 different houses that I lived at, and like share just some little stories about each one. As a Cancer rising, that's like my wet dream of a YouTube video, but let me know if that sounds interesting to you, because it might not be interesting at all to anybody. But I'd really love to do it. It's so nostalgic for me to look at different houses and recall the memories of things that happened there. I'm actually, like, given the work that I do now, I am so grateful that I have so many different houses with so many memories in them, because it's really helped me categorize my life. It's really helped me be able to self-reflect, and given the nature of my business now, it has been really helpful. And my whole life has just unfolded in this really miraculous way that everything makes sense. And I want to, reiterate, remind, and clarify for all of you out there who might be feeling really lost during this time and really confused and doubtful and wild in these wild times. I just want to encourage you to go within and to really reflect on what your life has looked like thus far. I think it's really, really important to turn inward in this time and to really look at and spend time reflecting on some of the difficult areas of your own personal life, because the external reality we don't have so much direct control over, and even the results that we do achieve, a lot of times it directly impacting us is not such a direct reality, if that makes sense. And we don't receive the benefits physically so much. And that's why this work that I do with self-study is such an important part of my life and the lives of people that I work with, because when we have the courage to turn inward and look at ourselves and look at some of the areas that are more uncomfortable, it can have such a literal, direct experience in a very, very transformative, potent, powerful, mind-blowing, life-changing, earth-shattering way. That for me, it's really important to cultivate that balance and to speak out on how important that balance is to cultivate. If you do feel like you are at a space where your spirit and your soul are seeking transformation and you're really thirsting to experience change in your life, I'm here to let you know that it's possible for you, and that even if it's not with me, there are people out there who want to guide and support you if you do feel that guides and teachers are of benefit for you in your life. So I'll leave my contact information down below if you would like to schedule a clarity call with me, if you are feeling like you're thirsting for that change and transformation, and we can, meet up and have a call and see if it would be an aligned decision for you at this time in your life. With that being said, I want to thank you for joining me on this video today, and I'm going to show you this game because I think Curtis is playing it inside right now. How's it going?
Me?
Yeah.
It's alright. What does the PJs do? It gives you...
Oh my gosh, the PJs is plus 2 HP and 4 soul hearts.
Oh yeah, I just got it.
Oh, nice.
But I accidentally picked up charge shots, which kind of sucks.
Oh, that does suck.
But it just is a big bra, and I have triple shot, which is kind of cool though. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think I can't zoom in this direction.
What are you doing?
I'm just showing a little video clip of this freaking
gosh.
dope video game.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Ooh,
Oh
baby.
my gosh, it's too hard with this thing.
The chart shots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
50% off.
Hope you have a good night. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time. Want to say bye, babe?